Welcome back. Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa. I'm here to share with you a case study on what Tim has actually presented earlier on. Before I actually start with my presentation, I would like to ask, what are the challenges are you guys actually facing at the moment as a property developer? Is it any? I hope you guys can share with me. Before that, I will also ask you, do you actually have a CRM system? Most of the question I know that my boss Timothy has actually asked you guys, but do you actually have a proper CRM system to manage your leads? You know, when you actually, how do you actually manage them in a way? You know, when you run events, when you have 500 people attending your event, you will actually get them to sign on a piece of paper. You know, get them to put down your names, your email address, the phone number, and where do you store them? Do you have a platform for you to store them, or do you just collect the names and put it at the side? Just put it at the side. So during an event, when you run an event, 10 people buy, you only look after that 10 people, is it? So the other 490 of them, you just put them aside. So do you actually reuse the data? Do you actually reuse the database that you have? I mean, you don't have a proper place to actually store them. Is it safe for me to say that? Yeah? Okay. So what I'm going to bring you through is, these are some of the challenges that you're faced today. You can disagree and agree with me. I believe you guys need more leads lah. Basically, in terms of selling, when you want to do conversion, you need more leads. Okay? And engage and qualify them in a faster way. And how do you empower your salespeople? Do you empower them digitally, or do you just give them a bunch of papers? Okay, this is how you sell your project. Okay, and then I'm sure all of you also appoint agency. In terms of managing your agencies, how do you do that? You know, in terms of checking on unit availability, how do you actually do that? Do you create a chat group, a WhatsApp chat group, and start informing each other that, hey, unit 123 is still available, unit 123 is no longer available? Do you actually do that? Sorry, when you guys are not engaging, I'm a bit nervous. I told my boss just now, you guys don't start asking me questions or giving me some sort of acknowledgement, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, and we also help you to generate real-time reports, you know, and all the units availability are actually real-time. Okay, there will be no duplication of booking, so on and so forth. So I'm also explaining to you on the platform. Okay, let me share with you a case study that we actually ran for a local developer in KL, in Klang Valley. Okay, and sorry. And what we did for them is basically, they actually took our platform, they engaged our ecosystem, P365 ecosystem, and we not only provide them with the platform, we also came up with campaigns, with tactical campaigns for them. Okay, and the campaigns were actually very, very successful, and of course, we also helped them buy audiences. Okay, digitally, we did digital marketing for them. We came up with tactical campaigns for them we actually helped them to generate 3,000 leads in 8 weeks. Okay, and this is all done through audience buying. Okay, much earlier, Timothy has actually explained that how audience buying works. This is basically buying profiles. Okay, by understanding, defining your target audience. So from there, we actually came up with multiple campaigns, tactical campaigns that actually help them to generate this amount of leads in this short period of time. Okay. Okay, these are some of the samples, a sample of visuals that we actually came out for them. Okay, if you look at them, they are not those typical ads that you see on a daily basis, whereby you see the building of the facade of your development, or very nice pictures, nice images. What we are trying to do here, what we are trying to establish is, we are trying to establish communication with the user. We are trying to build conversation instead of just flashing out advertisements onto your face, you know, shouting at you. So we are trying to build communication through audience buying, okay? And of course, with all these tactical campaigns, if you look at it, some of it are actually focusing more on the scheme, okay? And this is more product-centric, okay? And we also ran activities, ran events for them together with a credit reporting agency, okay? And of course, we also have tactical campaigns whereby we focus directly targeting onto PTPTN, onto baby boomers, as well as investors. So we are speaking directly to them. All right. Apart from creating the tactical campaigns, the visuals, we also came up with a microsite, a very compelling microsite whereby you will have a lot of native contents, whereby we will come up with articles, okay? Articles that actually talk about the surrounding of the development, talking about the infrastructure, why, okay? Instead of focusing on the product itself. When you focus on the product, it will be very, very hard selling. You know, and how much can you talk about your product? So if you talk about the surrounding of the development, the area, how is the area going to complement your product? I think the younger generation nowadays, they are interested in learning more about what is happening, what is coming up within that area, whether infrastructure-wise, is it convenient, you know, how mature is the location, so on and so forth. Rather than just focusing on, you know, you buy me, I have facilities, I have this, I have that, I have this and that. Okay? So apart from that, in this microsite itself, we also have videos. We came up with a series of videos because we know that, we understand that videos are very, very popular and it can go viral very, very fast as well. So creating videos is also important. Okay, what we did here is we actually generated. We actually came up with a series of videos, testimonial videos, to actually tell them, to actually show to the public, show to the user why is this particular product good, and why is the scheme that they are launching is compelling. Okay. Apart from that, we also created virtual tours for them, because virtual tour, because what you do is, you normally do not just sell your product locally. Okay, if you sell your product locally, you can bring them to the sales gallery. And sometimes developers do not build a sales gallery. So what we did is we created a 3D virtual tour. Okay, we will shoot the entire the show unit. As well, we took a video of the aerial view. So from there, if let's say you're selling your product in Penang, in JB, in Singapore, if let's say you're bringing it up abroad, you can actually do that as well. Okay, we try to make the website as engaging as possible, because if let's say if it's just a product website, so you're basically going back to square one, right? You are actually showing them the product again. You are actually shouting at their face. Okay, but you need to have more engaging content. You need to have more compelling information to make your product stand out apart from others. Okay, so this is a sample of the virtual tour. So if let's say you can actually be very detailed, can go into rooms, so on and so forth. So over here, you can actually select, it's a shortcut that you can actually select for you to actually go into the rooms, the floor upstairs, so on and so forth. And this is actually the area view. So this is how you actually engage with your users. Okay, and Timothy also did mention that we have actually tied up with one credit reporting agency. In this case, we are tying up with Ramsey. Okay, I'm sure you all heard about Ramsey. So what you can actually do is, instead of just getting them, creating an event, getting the purchasers to actually come and buy your product, so you can also do one step beyond. Okay, before you can actually submit your booking, for example, you can always do a credit check first. You know, you can also tell them that before you collect their booking, you know, you check your credit score, and if let's say your credit score is good, is 700 and above, then you save a whole lot of time. Because if let's say you just take in random bookings and later on the credit score is not so good, you have to wait for a couple of months, you know, then only you can resell your product. So you save a lot of time when it comes to that. Okay, and I'm not too sure about in JB, but the rejection level, loan rejection level in Kuala Lumpur, in KL, is around approximately 60 to 70%. So how high is it in JB? I'm not too sure. Okay. With this particular platform, now you can actually run concurrent campaigns. Okay, you can run concurrent campaigns whereby you can even have multiple campaigns that running concurrently. Okay, and you can even create referral campaigns on your own, and you can even have walk-in registry. So this particular P365 platform, e-sales platform, we have a place for you to actually register your leads. Okay, you no longer need to have your flip chart to actually register, then later on key into a system, an Excel sheet, so on and so forth, for you to contact them in future. Okay, and after registering, all the leads will be dropped into a leads management system whereby you can actually manage them, track the performance of the leads. Okay, because I'm sure right now you don't know where to track and you don't have a proper CRM system for you to track your leads. Okay, and you can also qualify them or reassign the leads if, let's say, you know your salesperson A is not doing a good job or they did not follow up. You can always reassign or reallocate the leads to another salesperson. So you are in control and you have the ability to do that. Okay, and we also have a sales management system whereby the units, it's a real-time units availability. I have mentioned it earlier just now. It is a platform whereby you can actually check and see the units are available. If it's not available, then it will be grayed out. If it's available, it's in green in color. Okay, and if, let's say, all your salesperson is using the same platform, even your appointed agencies as well, they will be seeing the same thing. Or else, if, let's say, you want your salesperson to sell different set of units, and if you want your appointed agency to sell different set of units, it can be done as well. Okay, you can either get them to sell concurrently or collaboratively, which means everyone sell the same thing, or you can break them down. Okay, you are in control of your inventories. So this is what our platform P365 can actually do. Okay, so you are in control of all your inventories, whether or not you want them to be sold different levels, split the levels for your internal sales staff to sell, or your appointed agency to sell differently. Okay, and it is also equipped with an e-sales kit. E-sales kit meaning you no longer need to hold on to the physical sales kit, the sales chart, because right now, if let's say you're approaching a prospect, I always see the salesperson will have a plastic folder whereby they keep all the information, the floor plan, the sales chart, and the development information all in one file. So when they approach their prospect, they will normally flip through. But all these now can be done digitally. Okay? Okay, you can also do online booking. Okay, online booking, I think Timothy has also touched on it just now. You can reserve the particular unit. Okay, and you can even collect booking fee if you want. All you need to do is just get them to upload the check or upload a transaction, online transaction slip. It can be done that way as well. Okay, and it is also equipped with a sales manager dashboard whereby you can track every single performance of it. Okay, and after that, upon vacant possession, upon VP, we also have a customer management, a purchaser app. So whereby you can handle your defects, so on and so forth. So that one I will touch slightly later. Okay, and the leads registration that actually comes in, it can come in from multiple sources. Okay, but of course in this case, Property 365 also have a website whereby leads can also be registered here. Okay, upon registering on Property 365, the leads will also be pumped back into the leads management system. Okay, the leads can also be generated from Facebook, from different sources. It can all be pumped back. As long as an API, you interface with your backend and our backend. So as long as it is an interface, then the leads will flow in directly. So you need not have to key in manually using, get your admin to actually do it, to key in manually into the system. Everything can be done digitally. Okay. This is how the leads management looks like, and I have mentioned it slightly earlier just now. All leads can be tracked, leads can be qualified, reallocate, and you can also even manage them. Later on, my colleague over here, we will show you the live system of how the leads can be assigned, allocate, track, and also the sales performance. Okay, sales management. Sales management, I have also mentioned it slightly earlier just now, that now you can decide, you're in control of your inventories. Okay, you decide how you want your salesperson, how you want your appointed agency to actually see, view different units or sell them differently. That is totally up to you. Okay. Now you can actually drive leads from. Now you can actually drive and capture leads from multiple sources, from different campaigns. You can even manage and track your leads manage and track your leads from inquiry, to qualify them, as well as to close them, to convert them in a way. Okay, on our platform. And our sales, and you can also manage your sales team and your appointed agencies, and you can actually continue to engage them even after they have registered. For example, if let's say they are not interested in this particular development, the development A that you are developing. Okay, so you actually put them aside, but you need not have to ignore them for your next particular development. So you can always retarget them, because all these leads are actually first party data. You actually buy them, they register it on your own. So this is considered first party data. You are not actually buying from a database belongs to another publisher. Okay, these are all first party data, so you can use and recycle the leads. Okay, the leads might not be interested in your first development, but they might be interested in your second development. So you can reuse your leads as well. Okay, Property 365, the platform is also mobile optimized. It is web-based. It is mobile optimized. If let's say you want to use it on different devices. But it also comes with an app. Okay, you can actually download an app. So now, as salesperson or actually a team lead, now you can actually update your leads, assign your leads on the go. Okay, if let's say you are a sales manager and you want to only look at the sales performance of your team, you can also do that. Okay, and if let's say your boss called you up after hours, you can still report to him that, hey, today we have closed 10 leads, or today we have closed 20 leads. Everything is on the go, everything is mobile. You can actually do that. You need not have to wait for your sales admin to actually inform you 10 units, 20 units has been closed. You can immediately inform your management. Timothy has also showed this particular slide. I think I will just run through it again. How do you actually, this is the cycle of how you advertise. Firstly, you define your target audience, okay? And these are the channels that you can actually reach your target audience, okay? And how do you, when you reach them, you need to have a platform for you to engage them, okay? So you create a microsite. In your case, most of y'all will have a project microsite. and whether or not your project microsite is compelling enough. Are you equipped with information apart from your property information? Okay, so you create a microsite, a project microsite that is compelling. You get them to engage, okay, get them be excited, and when they register, it will turn into a lead, and it will drop off onto Property 365 lead management system, okay, and then you can qualify them or even close them. So if let's say it did not turn out, if let's say they engage with your platform, they engage with your website, however, they did not register themselves, you can always retarget them. Okay, retargeting, you can always retarget them, and you can even change the look and feel of the visual to make sure that you cookie them, to make sure that they actually register, okay, their interests. Okay. If you look at this whole thing, this is the services that Property 365 can actually provide in terms of supporting digitally, with digital marketing. What we can do is, we are also trying to be an agency, an advertising agency, because what we want to do is we want to provide an end-to-end experience to a developer, whereby Property 365 become a one-stop center for the developer. So when you engage us for our solutions, our back-end solutions, our software, you can also have our front end, which is the booking system, Property 365, and also supporting with the digital marketing. We come out with the concept, we come out with the visuals, and so on and so forth, the creative concept. Okay, so this is the entire ecosystem that we have. We support in terms of back end, okay, and we support you in terms of property e-sales, a sales platform, with all the highlighting key points, which is the leads management in place, sales management in place, unit allocation in place, online booking in place, mobile sales, as well as online management reporting. So everything is real time. Okay. Okay. Now I will pass on to my colleague, and she will actually bring you through the Property 365 e-sales, to actually show you the entire journey of how we allocate leads, how leads are being pumped back into the leads management system, how we track them, how we track sales reports, so on and so forth. Thank you.